Hello, brothers and sisters. It's so nice to connect with you guys again. My name is Mackenzie Yogini, and we are going to be doing a little pick a card reading here. Ooh, cards are jumping out. It's funny. The rabbit and the tiger just came out. My sister is a tiger, and my other sister is a rabbit. My mom's a rabbit too. Okay, so for this pick a card reading, I'm going to be using the Wild Unknown Spirit Animal deck by Kim Krans. I love this deck. I feel like the illustrations are so beautiful. I feel like the meanings behind the cards are also beautiful as well. And pretty much this is going to be an animal spirit deck regarding and then the last card is going to be represented. And then the last card is going to represent our future or what we're going towards. Maybe we'll include it. Just shuffling the cards, attuning to any energies that may be watching this video, either in the present or in the future. Allowing my inner guides to be in communication with their inner guides to transmute any messages through me. Allowing all messages to be perceived with light and love. We thank you in advance for any insights we were about to receive. Oh my goodness, cards are popping out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you. Thank you. Okay, so we got 3 cards for each pile. Okay. All right. All right, yogis, so we have the 3 decks here. We have deck number 1 with our amethyst, deck number 2 with the opal ring, and then deck number 3 with our quartz crystal heart. So just taking a minute and meditating, feeling if your attention or awareness is being drawn to any specific particular deck. And when you're ready, join me for the readings. All right, so deck number 1, we have our little amethyst here. So the first card out of your deck is going to be Zebra. So where you're coming from, you are an absolute gem. Zebras are so fun. Zebra energy, it's just really energetic. They are so unique. They are so sweet and so kind, and they love to roam. So zebras, it's very much like the horse energy, but just amplified. So they love to do world travels. They love to go on new adventures. When they are stagnant, they have a tendency to feel jaded. So just really appreciating the fact that you are this wild card and this wild energy, and you were just coming from this place of wanting to adventure and wanting to explore. The next card out of your deck is going to be Starfish. So this represents you right now in the present moment. Ooh, and the starfish energy is a beautiful energy. The starfish is such a mesmerizing creature, right? When you see it, or it's just so gorgeous. It's such a beautiful decoration. And so it is so beautiful on the outside, and so many people focus on its outside appearance because it is so beautiful that sometimes the inside gets a little bit neglected. So when the starfish energy comes out, it is to remind you that you are so much more than your gorgeous outside appearance, right? And you know that. And so it's craving that deep dive, craving going into yourself, finding that inner beauty and letting that radiate, letting that speak instead of that outer beauty, even though that outer beauty screams so loud. The future is the lizard. So the lizard represents a very spiritual aspect of ourselves. Lizard energies, they are very psychic in a way that they are really able to understand not only the future, but they have a really good understanding of the past as well. When lizards are overwhelmed or overstimulated, they start to lose their psychic abilities and their psychic senses. So it's really important that you take your time to get away from the bright city lights, go take some contemplation, go take some meditation, and make sure that you are destimulating in order to connect with things that aren't external. So this is your card here. If you got this deck, you are just simply a gem. You have that inner personality that is just so charismatic and just draws people in, and you are gorgeous. And really, honestly, yeah. Okay, so we have the mind, right? Your mind is beautiful. Your mind is formed. We have the body. Your body is beautiful. Your body is healthy. And then in the future, we are developing, we are becoming more of that lizard aspect, that soul aspect. So you are on your journey. You are on your way. Beautiful evolution, beautiful practice, beautiful cards. Deck number 1. Love you guys. Let me know what you think if you got deck number 1. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys around. Okay, so next we have our little opal ring. So if you chose deck number 2 with the opal ring, woo, we are going to be doing this where you're coming from, the past, what energy you are embodying right now, and then what energy you need to embody for the most optimum future. So first card out of your deck, we have Octopus. So the octopus energy is all about being highly intelligent. Octopuses are super interesting creatures. They have a really weird number of chromosomes, and they don't have a spine, which is really interesting to be on this planet. So they are highly intelligent. But the thing about octopuses is they sometimes tend to lack boundaries. So this can either be an energy that you were in, right, as far as you were embodying, or this could be an energy that literally was wrapping itself around you. Octopuses, the energy, sometimes they tend to leave us a little bit drained because they are so mentally stimulating, and they do like to get inside of your mind, and they like to know everything. They almost want to be mind readers, octopuses. They probably come from a planet where it was normal to read people's minds. Who knows? But so just having an awareness, right, that healthy boundaries is good. And even though you have the ability to work your way into certain situations or certain people's lives, it's not necessarily always the healthiest thing for you or for the other person to do. You know, and then from this energy, I'm really not picking up that this is you. Like, I really do feel like you probably had an octopus energy in your life, like somebody who maybe was draining your energy or was intertwined. If this resonates that this is you, then you know it's you. But I would also like to point out that I'm just getting a really strong vibes. I might be talking to one person, but you might be getting out of a toxic relationship where you weren't necessarily even sure if it was toxic because he or she, gender aside, was so good at making you believe that it was what you needed, right? But I'm just getting that it probably wasn't the best situation. And if you got out of it, then it's probably for the best, and to not go back into that situation because it was a very tricky situation to get yourself out of in the first place. I think that message might have been for 1 or 2 people, but there you go. Tarantula, this is the energy that you are now embodying. So the tarantula energy is about making those monumental decisions. So it's all about prioritizing right now. If you notice that it's all about breaking out of your dharma. So your karma is kind of like what you get comes back to you, but your dharma is almost like this deep rooted thing in you that you know that you have to do. Like the scorpion's dharma is to sting. That is almost his thing that he has to do. And so these animals have these dharmas and they have these purposes and they know what they're supposed to fulfill and they know that they're supposed to eat bugs. And as humans, we also have this purpose too, but our dharma is a little bit harder sometimes to find and to pinpoint and to find. It's a little individual niche that we're able to fulfill in society. And so your dharma is right now screaming at you. Like right now you are at this crossroad, and it's okay because you're going to come to this crossroad however many times that you need to until you go the direction that you know that you need to go. And this can happen over and over again. You can get caught over and over again in this loop. You know the habits and the things that you need to release. And then the Panther energy. The Panther energy is all about purging. Oh, my baby's home. I think of like Mother Aya and ayahuasca and the purging ceremony. And even though it might feel a little bit destructive, it is for the best. And so this is what we're going towards. This is the future energy. Purging, letting go, releasing, renewal. You're going to come out of this with a lesson. You're going to come out of this beautiful, brighter, So for this deck, what I'm getting is that you are involved with this person, or you are this person who isn't bad, but just is lacking boundaries and needs a little bit more boundaries established. But it takes two to establish and to keep healthy boundaries. So you are at this crossroad right now where you need to either determine if you are able to keep healthy boundaries with this person, or start keeping healthy boundaries with this person, or just continue on the road that you are down. And the energy that you need to embody right now is the energy of purging. It's the energy of releasing. It's the energy of don't be afraid to set your house on fire, because you can sort through all of the ash and then find the diamond afterwards. Sunny, calm down. So if it's really real, it will last. Don't be afraid to test relationships. Don't be afraid to let things go that no longer serve you. The Panther energy, though, can be unhealthy when it starts to turn against ourselves. So we have, in yoga, it's called tapas, but it means fire. And so we have this fire, this drive that's pushing us towards things that is getting rid of obstacles in our way. But what happens when we start to become the obstacles and the thing that's most in our way, that fire is directed towards us, and that can be extremely painful sometimes. So the Panther energy isn't always necessarily a comfortable energy. The purging energy isn't a comfortable energy, but it's necessary. This is a necessary energy. Sorry, my puppy is crying. He's being a crybaby boy. It's almost time to take him outside, but... The next deck is we have our little crystal quartz heart chakra. All right, so where you're coming from, where you are heading. Cosmic egg. Oh my goodness. So this is the last card in the deck. This represents the crown chakra. This represents the Most High. You're starting off just like a very evolved spirit. So connecting with the crown chakra is connecting with the idea that you have made it. You are here. So you're coming from a place, if this is active, where the veil of illusion is lifted, where you don't have a lot of self-limiting beliefs, where you are just all around a generally balanced person. You're coming from a really grounded place as well as a really elevated place. So the cosmic egg represents being able to align all of our chakras so that we can be in the crown chakra. So that's where you're coming from. Where you're heading, or what you are embodying right now, the energy is of the fish. So the fish is very spiritual as well. The fish loves to travel. It goes with the current. It goes with the flow. It can tend to be a little restless at times. And when it doesn't have a planned travel or a set goal in mind, it kind of starts to float and drift everywhere. Fish can tend to have a little bit of a slippery relationships. So if you're coming from the spirituality, this place of spirituality, it might be hard for you to connect and form relationships right now because of the fish energy. It's like there are so many possibilities, and you can just see yourself loving so many people, and so it's so hard for you to focus on any particular one goal or one person. But the fish energy is brought into balance when we are able to head towards a place that is familiar, that feels like home. In your future, or the energy that you should be embodying more right now, is the crow energy. So crows are very spiritual. So crows are linked to magic. They are linked to, you are probably into the arts. You are probably into the unseen world, into tapping into your psychic abilities. Crow energy is best tapped into when your mind is joyful, when your mind is clear. So making sure that you are maintaining joyous relationships with people, as well as eating healthy and maintaining a daily meditation practice, because the crow energy is very powerful. It needs to be focused. So what I'm getting from these cards all put together is that you are a highly evolved spiritual being. And right now there are so many different potentials for you to do great in this world. And I think that you just need to meditate on your course of action and the currents that you would like to flow with. But I think for the most part, your biggest hindrance is that you can honestly and truly do anything. So when you're at that point where you can do anything, it's hard to choose one thing to do. So just realizing that you can always change course. You can always just feel into what feels right and what feels good. So if you got and you pulled this deck, I am just getting a message from Spirit to remind you that you are on the right course and you are already here, and to have fun with it. Life is supposed to be fun and life is supposed to be joyous. And just the fact that you are being here, you are adding immense value to this planet and to the mass consciousness that makes up Earth. So I would just like to thank you for your work that you are doing here. All right, that is deck number 3. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment if it resonated with you, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to manifest 1,000 followers. I don't know, in the near future. It's just a number that I think would be fun. So thank you all for joining me. Your positive words mean so much. I love connecting with you. I'm gonna go take Sunny out for a Frisbee. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.